quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And some room to roam now. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Touchdown, LA! Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And as we check the next-gen stats, he certainly earned his yardage there as he wound up running better than 90 yards that time.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The partner of this offense, 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night, 38-24 the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of '85. But then they'd never lose again en route to
a throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Ski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Out of the
the shotgun. They run with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley and try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down, and the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 83 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, look at the juke. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week.
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Lorenzo Carter in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Play action. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Lorenzo Carter in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. On third down, here comes Mostert.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big Leonard Williams, the one who came in and got him. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have...
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
And just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. On 2nd and 2, Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both love. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 28 yards there to get the first down.
So that challenge, a successful one.
On 3rd down, Barkley breaks through the contact. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly. action. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield uses the stiff arm. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Mayfield now from the 50. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Joey Slide on for the field goal. A 61-yard attempt.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And Godot's kick is right through. And that'll move them back within 6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They go play action here on first down. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. More from L.A. in a moment.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Cam Akers.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants have tied it here, and they can take the lead if they hit the PAT. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Check. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Mayfield looks to throw. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field.
More from L.A. in a moment. A third quarter now, at a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Akers.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
1st down, Giants.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. John Ross. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Lorenzo Carter in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Jackson to return. The quick feet by Jackson. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that conversation was, it was pretty good because he is running really well here in the third quarter. But I like to think it is.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Giants get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game.
that two-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for two, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
140 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Gets past one man, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Again, 13 yards. And the Giants first down.
Here's Akers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
13 yards. And the Giants first down.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Cam Akers
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 24.
Chargers 17. Gano to kick off for New York.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture of the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm going to run you over.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield.
He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The Chargers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Mayfield now. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, they'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Cam Akers
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Giants are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Going right back to Akers. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Cam Akers, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. 25 yards that time. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
56, the mark, boys, 56. Check 56. I'm trying to collect.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jordan Brooks. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll bring it all the way
way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
On the give, this is Akers.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 44, Jones looking for Shepard deep. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up